Mike talked so much last episode that I have drawn many little fish in my notebook. Hey everyone, we are Mike and Tess Play, and welcome back to Pokemon FireRed version.
The Fishing Guide, Part 2.
Part 2.
Last time we started the Fishing Guide.
Yes.
And this time, we gotta do some stuff that's not just fishing. We can talk to this man, finally.
Yawn. I must have dozed off in the sun. Ah, I'm burnt. I had a drowsy. Wait, I had a drowsy.
I had a dream. A drowsy.
I had this weird dream about a drowsy eating my dream. And I learned how to eat dreams. Oh, this is too spooky. Give me your blood. Let me teach it to a Pokemon so I can forget about it.
Dream Eater! It's a psychic type move that has 100 power and steals HP and can only be used when the opponent is asleep. I'm honestly considering it for Pi, but I don't think I'm going to do it.
Pi
I know, he puts
sleep.
things to sleep and he has psychic type coverage. But I'm not going to do it now.
Okay.
I might do it later.
You went back to bed. That was a snore. I don't know if it came across.
I think it did. But now, the fishing guide continues because in any non-sea area, like little ponds, we will find a nibble. No nibbles. Here's the first one.
Goldeen! Alright, I got it. Okay, so I have stolen Mike's notebook. So, Goldeen, we've got, some orange and some white with a horn. We got the blue eyes. Very important, very ugly Pokemon. No, I'm kidding. So, we can catch it using the good rod, right? So, in Viridian City, I'm reading notes well. So, for positives, he's got good attack. And I think this word says Dreech Hapas, defense. So, I'm going to go with defense HP.
Decent?
Yeah, decent HP and special defense. Got it. Got it. His ability is natural waterfall. Am I close?
No.
Am I close? All right, I'm giving the notebook back. I tried.
Goldeen here is a pure water type Pokemon. Positives start with its good attack stat with decent HP and special defense.
Got that.
You got most of that. And he also learns Waterfall naturally.
Ah,
yeah.
Yes. That makes more sense.
Waterfall will eventually be an HM move, but Goldeen is the only Pokemon, who, in this game at least, who learns it naturally in their moveset. So, you don't have to use an HM, you can just learn Waterfall along the way. It's also a decent move that, wouldn't be available until the post-game for anybody else. It's kind of where the positives end, though, for Goldeen. The negatives include that he does not really have a good special attack stat at all, and also doesn't have good coverage. Also, really at all. And Goldeen and Seaking are slow. They're not the worst Pokemon in the world, but among the water types, I honestly think Goldeen is probably the weakest one. His coverage options only include normal, water, and bug type moves, although the only bug type move he can learn comes at level 69, which is essentially in the post-game, well into the post-game. You're never going to hit 69 unless you grind for a very, very, very long time. As a result, Goldeen is probably the least of the water types, as I said, and he's actually going to get a 3 out of 10 for in-game use. Just not the best fish. Not the best fish.
I knew that going in. I told you she was ugly, so therefore can't have a good rating.
Yeah.
Sorry about my attempt.
I liked it.
It's funny.
So yeah, poor Goldeen.
I feel bad he does all the ratings. If I could read his handwriting, for the vlog, I will show you what his notebook looks like.
Yeah.
For previous, nothing future, because you don't get to know that yet. It's a secret, and I'm kidding.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
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 But that's not the only one found with a good rod.
Ooh.
Come on, just show up right now. Just do it. Just do it. You got this. You got this.
Do it.
Okay. It's on the hook.
It's a horsey.
It actually works! I'm so happy it's Poliwag! Poliwag here is a pure water type Pokemon who will eventually evolve into a water and fighting type Pokemon. A unique type combination in this game, and almost always. There's like 3 of them. Poliwag is different from a lot of the other ones. We start out with the positives in that he has good defenses overall. It's not
Good defenses.
yeah, he's not what I would call a defensive ace, but he has solid defenses kind of across the board, which is always nice to have, which means he can take a hit or two. He's also got very solid physical attack, especially as a Poliwrath, which can be very helpful along the way. Like I said, having a bit of a difference in your Pokemon can be very helpful. He also has passable special attack. I wouldn't call it good by any stretch, but it's good enough that he can use his water-type moves and, get value out of them. He can also function as an annoyer. Poliwag learns hypnosis and, can do things that annoy the opposing team, and that's always a positive on any Pokemon who can pull off an annoying moveset. Other positives? Yes, they continue somehow. He has good coverage. He's got a different coverage set than most other water types, and he can actually use it pretty effectively, especially in this game. He's also HM friendly, which is, another positive if you just want an HM friend along for the ride. His negatives, however, there's not a lot of negative here, but the negatives are very impactful. He's got low speed and special attack. Like I said, the special attack is kind of passable, but it's not good by any stretch. So, they really do hold him back. Whereas a lot of water types are just, hey, teach him surf, you're good to go. Poliwag needs some other things, which he has, but, it's just not enough in a lot of cases. However, his coverage options include fighting, water, normal, ground, technically psychic and ice, although with that low special attack, it's not really worth it, and status moves. Overall, Poliwag is a very interesting Pokemon, and he gets a 7 out of 10 for in-game use. He's valuable in a lot of ways.
He's so cute.
I mean, that's also true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's just a little Poliwag.
He's a little tadpole. He's so cute. He's gonna turn into a frog.
Yeah. Well.
No.
Yeah,
but
ish.
No. Ish.
Poliwrath and Politoad. Politoad's a toad.
That's fair. So
and Politoad's not available in this game.
Tadpoles turn into
just
toads.
Poliwrath,
What turns into a frog? Eggs?
No, they're Pokemon.
No. Like in real life.
Oh, no. Tadpoles, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He's 23 pounds.
He is.
That's cute.
Oh, box 1 is finally full.
Wow.
Luckily, we move automatically to box 2. Now, technically speaking, there are no other new Pokemon lines available by fishing in these areas that we've had access to. Well, there's one, but I'll get to that very shortly. However, we're fishing with the Super Rod here.
With the Super Rod?
Yeah, because we're looking for something else.
And here it is, Poliwag.
Another Poliwag. We'll cut ahead to when we find it.
Who are we looking for?
Poliwhirl.
Are we talking more? Is this better for you?
Mm-hmm. That's fantastic, actually.
Even when I took her notebook and I attempted.
It's hilarious. Also, ooh, gotta make a note. Cut. Goldeen is very, very much the weakest water type in the game. In this game.
Really? On top of Magikarp?
Gyarados is amazing. Well, he's okay in this one. He's a 7 out of 10.
I want to lick your penis.
I would enjoy that. Very much enjoy that.
There he is.
Poliwhirl. Okay, we're catching this Poliwhirl. We're catching this Poliwhirl, even though he is currently annoying me.
Well, you said Poliwag was an annoyer, so
know.
Poliwhirl.
I know. He's proven me right. We're catching him for a specific purpose. You may be able to guess what it is.
It's a trade.
Yeah, it's always a trade. Whenever we go out of our way to catch something we don't need, it's for a trade. However, I also want to talk about Poliwhirl briefly. Did you know that early on, Poliwhirl was considered one of the mascots for the Pokemon series.
I thought it was Clefairy.
Clefairy was considered to become the mascot as Pikachu was, but Poliwhirl was very prominently displayed in many things related to Pokemon.
Wow.
Yeah, they just thought that he has that quintessential Pokemon look. Like, he's like an animal, but different, and, he's got, like, the fists, and, he's just very... Like, when you think of a Pokemon, you can think of a Poliwhirl, and it's a pretty good depiction of one.
I guess.
Yeah. He's also, in the manga, the main character, the original main character in the manga, Red, who is, based on the main player character. Poliwhirl is his first Pokemon.
Aww.
Yeah. It's like his signature.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
They tried.
Yeah.
They tried.
So, I very much appreciate a Poliwhirl.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I can't tell if it's just like its belly or if it's its mouth that's like, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
Verbal representation of a visual cue.
Yes. So now... Yes. The fishing guide is almost complete right now, because in Celadon City, this patch of water is very slightly different.
Very slightly different.
If you use the Super Rod in this patch in Celadon City, right next to the Rocket Game Corner, there is a 1% chance that you can
1%.
encounter... Funny. There's a 1% chance that you can encounter a Grimer here.
Grimer.
Like I said for Psyduck and Slowpoke last time, Grimer can be available much more conveniently later on in the game. So we're going to be doing him then. Covering him then. But if you really want one earlier, you can just Super Rod there for a
Get
while.
him now.
Oh, goodness. And now... let's switch boxes and grab this. Oh, we gotta split them up. It's fine.
No.
No, wait. Need to. Saraz.
I was gonna say, don't do Dennis again. You already did him.
Take care of our Poliwag here.
Yes. That bird we found outside.
Bird we found outside. Because here in Cerulean City, let me make sure Poliwhirl isn't holding an item somehow. Okay. There was a trade available very early on.
Very early on.
But
With
we couldn't
another
do it
man
until
whose
now.
head is backwards. Oh, okay. I get it now. His arms are just behind his back.
Yeah.
It's this guy. I'm so convinced the other ones are 360 owl.
So we trade Poliwhirl for
Meow.
another Pokemon you can only obtain by trade. The third of 4.
Oh, great. She's ugly.
I mean, sure.
In fairness, she is.
Yeah. Jynx.
Poor Jynx.
Her name is Jynx.
That's funny.
Jynx the Jynx.
Jynx the Jynx.
Thanks. Jynx the Jynx here is holding mail.
This is a healthy Jynx. Be kind to it.
Yeah.
Why does the exclamation point start the sentence? Or it's like its own word.
I really don't know.
Look at she's posing.
But Jynx here
She's actually not as ugly in this version as she is in like future versions.
It's kind of true.
Like this isn't as bad as normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's a new Pokemon who's available here for the first time. Jynx is an Ice Psychic type Pokemon, which is a very interesting offensive type. Her positives start with that typing. Her offensive stab combination is absolutely great. Ice and Psychic are both terrific offensive types, and she's got stab on both of them. She's also very fast. As you can kind of see with the stats in the background here, she's got really good speed and really good special stats overall. Her special attack is very helpful, and her special defense is very usable as well. She's also got, as a psychic type, that psychic power that happens to all psychic Pokemon who can use psychic moves in the Kanto region. She's also got trade experience going for her. As I've mentioned before, traded Pokemon gain 1.5 times experience, and since she's only available through trade, she gets that. Her negatives, however, it's kind of funny. For my notes, I write different things. It says fragile, low defense, bad defensive typing. It's just all defenses. Her defenses are bad. Even with that higher special defense, her physical defense is so absurdly low that it's barely even there.
Like, you can see it.
You can
see it right now.
Her defense is
not
lower
just on
than
like
her
our
level.
little thing, but like behind it.
Yeah. So combined with her bad defensive typing, because ice is not a good defensive type and psychic is not a particularly good defensive type, they don't cover each other's weaknesses at all outside of fighting. And any fighting type move is physical, so it's going to break her in half anyway. The other negative is that she can only learn a psychic type move by the psychic TM. It was a negative for Starmie, and it remains the same here. However, her coverage options include ice, psychic, status moves, because, oh yeah, she can be an annoyer too, and water pulse, which is interesting. Even though her defenses are so bad, Jynx's potential as an offensive powerhouse is really high. So just the glass cannon nature of her does get her an 8 out of 10 rating for in-game use.
Gross.
Yeah. And I think that's enough.
We've done a lot of jumping around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's enough for the fishing guide. What do you think?
I agree. So guess what? Well, you've already guessed it. We will see you next time. So thank you so much for...
Oh, we have to remove the mail from Jynx. Hang on. Jynx has mail.
Jynx
we have
has
to
mail.
remove the mail.
So we will see you next time for more Pokemon FireRed version.